Welcome to the Prepper Almanac. We're thrilled to have you with us today. Our focus for today's video is on the top common misconceptions about preppers and prepping. And if you find value in our discussion, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to us. We encourage you to watch the video till the end and share your thoughts with us in the comments section. We're excited to dive into this topic and debunk some myths. So let's get started. Picture this: an isolated cabin in the woods, a bearded man living off the land. Is this the quintessential image of a prepper? You might be surprised. In reality, many preppers are just like you and me, enjoying the comforts of modern life while also preparing for potential disruptions. Prepping can be as simple as having a well-stocked first aid kit and a pantry filled with non-perishable food. So, contrary to the myth, preppers don't necessarily live off the grid, even though that is a goal of many, but are more likely your next-door neighbors. Does the thought of prepping conjure up images of costly survival gear and stockpiles of food? Think again. Prepping doesn't require an overflowing bank account. Starting small with a basic emergency kit is a practical first step. Over time, you can gradually add to your supplies. Don't overlook the wealth of affordable resources out there, with online tutorials and library books offering a treasure trove of knowledge. I have a bunch of videos on this channel dedicated to the topic of prepping too. One specifically I want to draw your attention to is called The Ultimate Prepper Guide, an 18-day step-by-step plan to become prepared and self-sufficient. I'll leave a link to that video below if you want to check it out next. So prepping is not necessarily a drain on your wallet, but a wise investment into your safety. Ever heard the stereotype that all preppers are just paranoid conspiracy theorists? Time for a reality check. Preppers hail from all corners of society, each with their own unique motivations. Sure, some gear up for grand-scale threats, but the majority are regular folks like you and me who simply want to be ready for life's unexpected twists and turns. They're not sporting tinfoil hats, even though I have one stored away in my garage, but they're sporting a practical mindset. So, being a prepper doesn't automatically make you a conspiracy theorist, but a practical planner. Does prepping mean stockpiling weapons? Not quite. Let's debunk this myth. Yes, some preppers may opt to own firearms for self-defense, but weapons do not define the essence of prepping. The true focus of prepping revolves around the acquisition of necessary supplies and the knowledge to be self-sufficient in case of emergencies, a long-term disaster, or a societal collapse. It's about building a safety net, not an armory. Prepping, then, is less about arming up and more about equipping for resilience. Is prepping all about preparing for the apocalypse? Not at all. Prepping, in reality, is about readiness for a variety of disruptions, not just the complete breakdown of society. It's about having the ability to weather storms, both literal and metaphorical. It's about ensuring you and your loved ones have the resources to get through a power outage, a natural disaster, or even a personal crisis until life resumes its normal rhythm. So prepping is not about expecting the world's end, but about surviving life's unexpected hiccups. Bunkers and prepping, an inseparable pair? Let's debunk that. The image of a prepper hunkered down in a high-tech underground bunker is a sensational one. But it's not the reality for most. Bunkers can be prohibitively expensive and aren't necessary for effective prepping. A well-prepared home, stocked with essential supplies and equipped with necessary safety measures, can serve as a safe haven during most emergencies. Thus, being a prepper doesn't require a bunker, but rather a well-prepared home. Is prepping a futile effort? Far from it. Picture this: an unexpected power outage, a sudden storm, or a medical emergency. These are common disruptions that can throw our lives into chaos. Being prepared for these can provide a sense of calm amidst the turmoil, helping you navigate these stressful situations with ease. Even having a basic emergency kit can make a significant difference in such circumstances. So, far from wasting time, prepping is investing in peace of mind and safety. I also have a video which I'll link below titled 16 Best Emergency Foods Preppers Can Gather at the Grocery Store. That might be a good video to check out next as well. Is prepping only relevant for emergencies? Let's explore. The truth is, prepping skills can be incredibly handy in everyday life. For instance, mastering the art of canning food not only equips you for emergencies, but can also save you a substantial amount on your grocery bills. Similarly, basic first aid knowledge, a common prepping skill, can help you handle minor injuries at home or on the go. Thus, prepping is not just for crises, but also for everyday life. Are preppers just waiting for a zombie apocalypse? Time to separate fact from fiction. You might be surprised to learn that, while some preppers do indeed plan for extreme scenarios, the majority are more concerned about real-world disruptions. Even though I personally love zombie movies, they focus on preparing for common events that could disrupt daily life, power outages, natural disasters, or economic downturns. These are the practical realities that preppers anticipate and prepare for, so prepping is not about zombies but about being ready for life's real challenges. Can we simply rely on FEMA in an emergency? No. Let's examine this. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, certainly provides crucial assistance after a disaster in certain situations. However, it's vital to remember that in the immediate aftermath of a crisis, you may need to be self-sufficient for at least a few days. Resources may be stretched thin, and help might not reach you immediately. Thus, prepping is less about relying on external help, which might not even come, and more about self-reliance and not dependent on the government. Is prepping an act of selfishness? The perception of prepping as a selfish act is a common misconception. However, the truth is quite the contrary. Being prepared is not just about looking after yourself or your family, it extends beyond that. It's about being equipped to lend a hand to your neighbors in times of crisis. So prepping is not about being selfish, but about being a responsible and supportive community member. And if you are self-reliant and less of a burden to others, then when resources are stretched thin in a crisis, then those resources can go to others. Is it impossible to be truly prepared? Let's delve into this. It's a fact that life is unpredictable, and no one can foresee every possible eventuality. Yet, this doesn't mean that preparedness is futile. Quite the contrary. Taking steps to prepare, to equip yourself with the knowledge and resources necessary, can drastically improve your ability to cope during a crisis. It's about building resilience and capacity to bounce back. So while you can't predict every crisis, prepping can certainly enhance your readiness. Let's do some quick takes and debunk some common misconceptions about prepping. Myth: prepping is a one-time event. Reality: prepping is an ongoing process. Your needs and circumstances may change over time, so it's important to review your plans and update your supplies regularly. Myth: prepping is all about stockpiling supplies. Reality: prepping is also about acquiring knowledge and skills. Learning how to purify water, start a fire, and perform basic first aid can be just as important as having stockpiles of food and water. Myth: prepping is a competition. Reality: the prepping community is generally supportive and welcoming. There are many resources available online and in your community to help you get started on your prepping journey. Remember, prepping is not a race, but a personal journey towards self-reliance and preparedness. As we bring today's video to a close, we want to invite you to engage with us. If you have any questions or if there are any topics you'd like us to discuss in future videos, please let us know in the comment section below. We love hearing from you and getting video ideas from our community. What did you think of today's video? Your feedback is invaluable to us. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found today's content helpful, and remember to subscribe to our channel for more insightful videos on prepping. If you know someone who has a passion for prepping or is just curious about it, feel free to share this video with them. Lastly, based on YouTube's algorithm and your viewing history, we recommend you check out the video popping up in the top left-hand corner of your screen next. Enjoy, and remember, prepping is a journey, not a destination. Until next time, stay prepared.